Hello, if we have not yet met, my name is Laura Beldy. I am a women's leadership and career success coach, and I work with women in corporate as well as female founders and help them make that giant leap from being a high potential employee to being a respected and confident leader in their workplace. A lot of what I do is helping you develop from your pre-suite self to your C-suite self by uncovering your most authentic leadership style and building the confidence that you need to be able to reclaim your career. Now, obviously, as a certified coach through the International Coaching Federation, coaching is a huge part of what I do. It's a very intentional, curiosity-driven process where I ask you questions to help you uncover your strategy, your approach, and what we might be able to do differently to create different results. But today I wanted to record a little summary video about one of the other tools that I love to use, which is emotional freedom techniques. So emotional freedom techniques is more commonly known as tapping. And this is a tool that I'm also a certified practitioner in. And more importantly, it's one I use almost every single day in my own life. It is an incredible nervous system regulation tool for leaders. And here's why I think it's so valuable for women especially. So a big part of the emotional freedom technique is that in addition to being completely quiet, subtle, something you can do really quickly in under 5 minutes, it also is a highly effective way to change your emotional state. And it works with both your conscious and your subconscious mind. So what you do when you're going through a session of tapping with me or with any other practitioner is you're actually using your fingers to stimulate the same points on the energetic meridians of your body that you would use if you were getting acupuncture or acupressure done. And as we're going through and tapping on each of these energetic points, you are processing verbally what you're experiencing. So that is how it works with both the conscious and subconscious. On a subconscious level, you are actually helping your nervous system go from a sympathetic nervous system to parasympathetic, meaning you're resetting the energy, you're bringing yourself back to neutral. And on the conscious level, you're actually reasoning through and restating what it is that you want instead. So most emotional freedom technique sessions are 3 to 10 minutes, just depending on how intensely you're experiencing this emotion. You can use this anytime you're experiencing an emotion that you no longer want to experience. But some of my favorites are when you're feeling overwhelmed at work, when you are having a hard time sleeping or turning off your brain, when you are feeling anxious or overthinking something that you've already done. EFT or tapping can be an incredible resource for this. And typically, when I work with my clients, we develop a really customized set of EFT tools for them to use that are really unique and speak to their subconscious, their limiting beliefs, and the results that they are looking to create. I do want to walk you through each of the energetic meridian points here really quickly, but know that any sessions you do with me or another practitioner, you will be guided through those points as well. So we begin typically with what we call the karate chop point. It is this kind of fleshy part of the hand where you would chop through a board, for example. And we begin by tapping here. And as we tap here, this is where we're essentially setting our intention. So we are saying, even though I'm feeling this way, let's say we're stressed, even though I'm stressed, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. And we typically do this 2 to 3 times. Even though I'm feeling this way, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I feel this way, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. And then we enter round 1 of tapping, which I like to call the venting or complaint round. So we start at the top of the head. We begin by tapping and narrating out loud how we're feeling. I feel so stressed. We go crown of the head to the inside of the eyebrow, the outside of the eyebrow on the temple, the occipital bone right underneath your eye, underneath your nose where your mustache would be, your imaginary mustache, underneath your bottom lip, right underneath your collarbone, and then the final point is underneath your armpit, kind of right where your bra strap would be if you were wearing one. And then we do it again. So we typically go through 2 to 3 rounds of venting, complaining to bring the level of intensity of the emotion we're feeling down. So if you start at, say, a level of 7 intensity, we want to bring this down to a 2 or a 3. We keep going through, still processing out loud what we're feeling, why it sucks, why we want to feel differently, until we get down to where we feel is a 2 or a 3. Then we move into our more enlightened or our more manifestation focused rounds of tapping, where we're now speaking into existence what it is that we want instead. So on the conscious level, we're convincing our brains and reminding ourselves this is what we're choosing, and we have the ability and the agency to choose this. So again, we would start at the top of our head and say something like, even though I'm stressed, I know it's only a temporary feeling. I'm in control of my emotions. Stress is just one way that my brain tells me that I care about something and that is important to me. I'm choosing to feel focused instead. By focusing on this subject instead of stressing about it, I can get more done. I feel focused, alert, and relaxed. I am calm in my approach. I am in control of how I feel. Ta-da! And you should notice a really significant shift in your feeling, in the stress, in the anxiety, or whatever it was you were tapping on by the time you've completed this cycle. So if this is something that you would like to practice with me, if you want me to help you develop a really custom approach based on your work experiences and what you're trying to create, please don't hesitate to reach out. You can fill out the book a call form on my site, or just send me an email, laura@laurawelde.com. I am more than happy to help. I hope this has been of service to you, and I hope it gives you permission to know that taking care of your own emotional well-being, regulating your nervous system, is a really vital, important tool for leaders, and it is such a valuable use of your time. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the week, and we'll talk again soon.